What if I told you that some of the strangest creatures on Earth look like they were designed by someone who lost a bet? Like, evolution looked at the rulebook, shrugged, and said, "Today we're counting down 10 animals that seem physically, biologically, or just conceptually impossible. And yet, here they are, absolutely thriving. Let's get into it. Number 10, the Mantis shrimp. This thing is about the size of your hand. It lives in a hole in the ocean floor, and it sees the world in 16 color channels. Humans have 3, dogs have 2. The mantis shrimp has 16. It perceives colors that don't even have names yet, colors we cannot imagine. But here's the twist. Scientists think it might not actually process all that color detail consciously. It might just be using color as a fast identification code, like a living QR scanner. And that's not even the crazy part. The mantis shrimp punches with the force of a bullet. From a shrimp. It accelerates its claw so fast it creates a cavitation bubble, a flash of heat nearly as hot as the surface of the sun. The bubble collapses and hits the target a second time. It punches things twice with one punch. Marine biologists have had to build special tanks just to contain them. They've broken aquarium glass. They've broken fingers. From a shrimp. Number 9, the tardigrade. Also called the water bear. Also called the unkillable. This microscopic animal has survived every mass extinction on Earth. It can live in the vacuum of space. It can survive radiation doses that would kill a human 1,000 times over. It can be completely dried out for 30 years, rehydrated, and just wake up. It tolerates temperatures from near absolute zero to 150 degrees Celsius. If you threw a tardigrade into a volcano, you'd be doing it a mild inconvenience. Why does it exist? Simple. It's so small and so flexible that it finds a niche everywhere. Moss, deep sea, Antarctic ice, your backyard. It doesn't need much. It just needs to survive. And it is very good at that. Number 8. The axolotl. This is a salamander that never grows up. It's called neoteny. The axolotl reaches sexual maturity and reproduces, but never goes through full metamorphosis. It keeps its larval features, the feathery external gills, the flat fins, the permanently wide-eyed, slightly smiling face that launched 1,000 memes. It looks like a cartoon character that wandered into reality by accident. But more impressive than its face is its ability to regenerate. Not just limbs, but heart tissue, spinal cord, and parts of its own brain. Yes, brain. Scientists are actively studying axolotl DNA, hoping to unlock secrets of human tissue regeneration. One day, the axolotl's genetic code might help us regrow damaged nerves. This little guy that looks like it belongs in a children's book could be the key to one of medicine's greatest challenges. Number 7. The platypus. You knew this one was coming. When the first platypus specimen reached European scientists in 1799, they thought it was a prank. A beaver body, a duck bill, webbed feet, and, oh, it lays eggs. It's a mammal that lays eggs. It also has no stomach. Food goes from esophagus directly to intestine. The males have venomous ankle spurs. It has 10 sex chromosomes. Humans have 2. It detects prey using electroreception, sensing the electrical fields of living animals through its bill. It essentially has a biological sixth sense. In the dark, underwater. The platypus exists because Australia exists. And Australia seems to operate on different evolutionary rules than the rest of the planet. It's not broken, it's just running a different operating system. Number 6. The Immortal Jellyfish. Turritopsis dohrnii, biologically immortal. When stressed, injured, or old, this jellyfish reverts its cells back to their earliest state and starts its life cycle over again. It doesn't die of age, it just restarts. Like Control plus Alt plus Delete for a living organism. In theory, it could do this forever. Number 5. The mimic octopus. Most animals have one defense. The mimic octopus has dozens. It can impersonate a lionfish, a flatfish, a banded sea snake, switching between them based on what predator is approaching. It identifies the threat, recalls which animal that predator fears, and becomes it, in real time. This requires a level of contextual, problem-solving behavior that still baffles researchers. Number 4. The naked mole rat. It feels no pain. It almost never gets cancer. It can survive 18 minutes without oxygen by switching its metabolism to run on fructose like a plant. It lives 10 times longer than a rodent its size should. It is ruled by a queen like an insect colony, even though it's a mammal. It is ugly beyond measure, and it might hold the secret to human longevity. Number 3. The pistol shrimp. It snaps its claws shut so fast, it generates a cavitation bubble reaching 8,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the surface of the sun, for a fraction of a millisecond. It uses this to stun or kill prey. A shrimp, using a star as a weapon. Number 2. The lyrebird. It can perfectly mimic chainsaws, camera shutters, car alarms, other bird species, and human voices. Not approximately, perfectly. It learns sounds from its environment and integrates them into its mating song. One lyrebird recorded in Australia had learned to mimic the sound of a flute from a flute player who used to practice in the forest nearby, decades after the flute player stopped coming. The song was passed down through generations. Number 1. The mantis shrimp. Again. No, just kidding. Number 1 is you. A creature soft enough to bruise on a doorknob, with no claws, no venom, no armor, no exceptional speed, who somehow built cities, went to the moon, and is currently watching a video about animals on a glowing rectangle. If any species shouldn't exist by the rules of nature, it might be us. And yet, here we are. If you made it this far, you now know that evolution doesn't follow rules. It follows results. Every animal on this list exists because it worked. Sometimes in ways that make no sense until you look closer. That's the thing about nature. The stranger it seems, the more fascinating the reason. Subscribe if you want more of that. Next week, animals that went extinct and then came back.